So for the last week, I've been on a little bit of a vacation fishing for big walleye up in Lake Michigan, and we did pretty well. We ended up getting close to our limit, so it was a lot of fun. But now we're gonna get back to making some pretty awesome videos, and starting with, of course, something that I wanted to do for a little while, or at least since the rifle came out. Well, I've been wanting to get some coyotes with this thing for over a while now, ever since it's been proven its point over and over again on the whitetail and the muley, even taking down a huge black bear at a long distance. So the fact that this thing is ethical for coyotes, whew, I can't wait to find one. All right, this is actually pretty cool, but we have a light brown gobbler coming out here at 150 yards out. Maybe he's even further than that, probably 300 yards. But he's behind that hill, and we do have the new 22 lever action rifle. It's actually technically the 22 Magnum lever action rifle, and I'm gonna go for a shot as soon as we get a chance here. The thing about this rifle is it has a ton of knockdown power at extremely long distances. The only thing is, it's tough to tell how high or how low to aim. You basically have to just try it out and figure it out on your own from trial and error. Oh, we got a black bear coming across. Big bear, big bear. Okay, can I even use this on the bear? I don't think we can. No, that's a class 7, and we don't have anything to take down that big bear with. I just realized that. But at the same time, we could always go back, get a different rifle, and go for the shot. Now our main focus is getting this gobbler, and now he's 300 yards away. So basically what we want to do is hold a good 1.5 feet above him as soon as he slows down, which is going to be right there. Missed barely, but got him the second shot. That's gonna count. And that's going to be taking him down. Did not get a long shot, but for surely connected on a shot that will bring him down eventually. At least it should. Well, we tried. We tried really hard. The only bad thing is with using this 22 Magnum rifle is the fact that if you don't make a perfect shot, it might spook instantly. Or pretty much it's guaranteed going to spook instantly. However, this actually might be kind of cool, because if it doesn't go down from that shot, then that means we can put a follow-up on it, which is really rare in the case that we're going to be able to get 2 shots on a turkey. Well, we were trying to find our turkey, and actually along the way we spotted this beautiful whitetail buck here. He's 115 yards in front of us. I don't necessarily want to take a shot to be super loud right now, but at the same time, I'm not going to pass up this opportunity on this buck. So, ooh, the moment he gives us a shot, we're gonna take it. Oh, he's trotting. Oh my God, we just smoked him. We really didn't need a follow-up shot in that after all, but I figured why not go for it, and we did, but he was already smoked. All right, so here's our buck piled up right here. We can now pick up our buck, then go track down that gobbler. The shot was a nice. Oh, that's our turkey. Where? Oh my God, that's him. I see him. He's right there. All right. We'll worry about this in a second. There he is. There. This the right one? Yeah, it is. We got him. He's going down. This time, he's not going anywhere. Oh, that was so cool. Now we can pick up our buck. It was a left lung shot at 110 yards on the run at 213.69 gold. What an awesome buck, and a pretty incredible shot on the run at 110 yards. And the best part is we got our gobbler down right over here. So now we can go over here and take a look at him. Now, I actually thought there may have been more than one turkey here, but then again, I could be wrong. There could have only been one. Either way, we for surely found the one that we were looking for. And you know what the best part about this gobbler is? The fact that we were able to save this turkey by taking that follow-up shot. I do believe, yes, we definitely did that. Indeed, a right lung shot at 388 yards. 4.37 gold. Wow. So he weighed 20 pounds. And our first shot dropped low, which I kind of figured we were going to be a little low. I didn't think we'd be that low. And our second shot was absolutely perfect. Quartered away, dead center lung with a 22 mag and the hollow jacketed bullets. But 4.37 is kind of a giant. He was a light brown as well. And let's take a look at the size of that beard. Holy. That's an awesome gobbler and a pretty incredible pose as well for this thing to be in. Wow. I'll tell you one thing. I'm going to start using this 22 Magnum quite a bit more. Quite a bit more indeed. That's what I've been looking for. Right there, guys. We got our first set of a coyote tracks coming this direction here. There's a whole entire pack of them. Now we just got to figure out which direction they're going next. Nothing like a nice 6 in the morning. Oh, wow, that's going to wipe out our track, though. Son of a... Oh, you got to be kidding me. Well, we had a track here. Either went over here towards Leighton Lows or up in the top over here towards Leighton Lake Lodge. More coyote tracks going back up through here. Tracks there. Tracks going through here. Fresh tracks right here. Running tracks. Fresh running tracks here. I mean, but at the same time, who knows how old these tracks are because... They're pretty fresh. They're pretty fresh indeed because they're all right there. Oh my god. 3 coyotes. 3 coyotes. All right, we're going to zero in for 100. Oh, we got to zero in for 80. Oh, he got in the grass on me. Is he slowing down or what's going on here? Oh, there he goes. Smart coyote. There's a female. They're not coming out of this grass. I mean, yep, there he is, there he is, there he is. Oh my god, that was amazing. We shot him at the perfect time. Oh my god, wow. That was so incredible. And here's our coyote down right here. It's gonna be a double lung shot at 150 yards, 47.04. It was just a small male, but still. What an awesome shot and some pretty amazing penetration from this 257. Wow, I can't wait to take this thing out and get some big coyotes with it. Absolute sniper. 150 yards like it wasn't even there. Well, as luck would have it, we came upon a track from another male coyote. And this time, we should be able to have a nice opportunity to get him. And I do believe that there's also a couple more with this one because I did find a track from 2 females in this same area. Which is, that's not a coyote track, that's a rabbit track, but this is our male track. So we'll make sure we stay on him and get ready. All right, here we go, fresh tracks, and there's the coyote right there, right there, right there, right there. Oh my God, there's also a turkey, female turkey. All right, get back on the coyote. Where is he? There, right there, right there. Oh, come on, cut right, cut right, cut right. Oh, he's, oh my God, he kept going straight. There. Got him. And he just got absolutely smoked. The shot was so good that he literally just completely disappeared. And he's right here. He's actually gonna be a 47.32. But that shot was so good that we ended up getting double lung shoulder blade and it came out at 72 yards. He hit the ground so fast that he went back into the earth. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Now, I really like to find a coyote at over 200 yards. Well, would you look at that right there? We got eyes on a coyote. This is 150 yards out from us. Now, I was hoping there'd be a couple more than just one, but that's all right. We'll make do with what we have. And if we have one coyote, then we're going to take down that one coyote. All right, so we're going to wait for the perfect moment and go for a shot once we get one. Ooh, it's going to have to be a quick one, too. I didn't really like that angle that much. I like that one though. Yep, I definitely like that one. So what you're looking at there is about a 180 yard shot. We held right for the heart and just absolutely smoked that coyote. Now we're gonna go over there and go see what the penetration was like. All right, here lays our coyote right here. Let's take a look. And our shot was a beautiful, absolutely phenomenal double lung heart shot at 170 yards. Perfect shot through the front shoulder like it wasn't even there, and perfect shot through the front shoulder like it wasn't even there. Got double lung, and along the way it clipped the heart. Whew. This is definitely going to be my new favorite coyote rifle of all time. Absolutely incredible. All right, well, this is pretty cool because we just got in here and there's actually a real nice piebald Drake Mallard duck there 180 yards away from us. Oh, I was gonna actually, I could still take him with this. I didn't think about it, but we can take the shot from the tent. For some reason I didn't think we could shoot through the tent, and I thought it was maybe the window of the tent, but the reality is, yeah, we can shoot right through that tent like nothing, and we just did with a 22 Magnum. It's gonna be a 14.46 piebald. It was a double lung liver stomach shot. Look at that penetration. Wow. We got us on another coyote out here at 150 yards out. This time we should be able to get a nice trotting. Got him a little too far forward, actually. Oh, but that last one was a different story. We just rolled him over. Wow. He was roughly 200 yards on the run there on that final shot, and that's the one that brought him down. The first shot would have been perfect, but I think one, we were either too low, or two, we got him too far forward. I'm not exactly sure which one it was, but it was definitely one or the other. Either way, our coyote is down right here, and our first shot got him too far forward. Just too far forward. Well, quite a bit too far, let's be real. Then our second shot got him high at 115, and then our third shot got him almost perfect, but a little far back at 140 yards. Okay, so we headed over to the Rancho Del Arroyo map in order to try and find some coyotes, and we didn't find them just yet, but we found a giant muley buck here, 350 yards down on the bottom of this ravine here. So we're gonna use the 257, and I think we'll hold it like right on the heart. Yeah, we'll do that. That actually should have been pretty solid, and it was, because he's going down to 50%, and he's going to pile up right there. Wow. That was kind of incredible. A giant buck, and the fact that we took him down with the 257 is super cool as well. Now, it'd be even better if we could find a huge coyote down there somewhere. Did I just say that? Oh my god, we got a coyote. We got a coyote. It's not a big one, but it is a coyote, and our shot connected. Oh. So I'm thinking that might have been like a spine shot, or maybe got him far back because he was walking and I didn't lead him enough. Either way, we for surely got him. So that's pretty cool, and it doesn't really matter where we hit him because it was only a female. Oh, another big one. Another big buck. Wow, what a cool sighting. That's pretty awesome. He's down there at 350 yards. Going across straight there. We took a tough angle and went for it, but we connected. Unbelievable. All right, let's see if we can't find that muley that we just took down in the end, which I believe would have ran somewhere through here. Now, I'm not seeing any blood or any tracks just yet. However, yeah, we're going right towards where it should be. And there's some blood, and I think I see our buck down right here. Yes, I do. All right. It was a good one. Well, let's find out how good 233.85. It's going to be a gold, and our shot was a 359 yards straight down to the spine and lung with the 257. That is unbelievable. I can't believe the penetration we got with this rifle on the mule deer from straight up and down. All right, our coyote ran this way and it should have went down somewhere over here. Right there. As a matter of fact, it went down right there. The shot was a spine shot on the walk at 300 yards, so we just hit him far back and a little high. That makes perfect sense, actually. Because I figured we hit him a little far back, and I didn't exactly hold below the heart. I held right on the heart, but this one was closer than that last one that was 350 yards. Now this buck is piled up right here. And this should be a pretty awesome shot. I'd say we might have gotten double lung at over 300 yards. And I would have been right. A double lung shot at 340 yards. 236.66. And another awesome rack on this buck. Whoa, this is really cool. So we just got eyes on this big ram trotting down the freaking woods, and we also spotted a coyote trotting through here 350 yards away from us. The ram just bedded down, and the coyote, I'm not sure, looks like it's just a female, but still, the ram bedded down right there. It's an absolutely incredible ram. However, I'd like to get this coyote first and then be able to smoke that ram. I don't even think the ram would spook, but this coyote's gonna be a tough shot. Ooh, let's figure out how far it is just to be sure how tough. 330 exact. And it just so happens that we're zeroed in for that distance. Oh my God, that was awesome. We just freaking smoked him. At around 350 yards, give or take. There he is. He's slowing up. Ooh. It's okay. It's okay. He's slowing down. He's slowing down. Come on. Come on. Come on. Where is he? Right there. There he is. Oh my God. I think we smoked him. There's no way we didn't smoke that thing. All right. Well, we absolutely smoked. Oh my God. There's another one. Oh, that was cool. That totally made up for not getting that ram. That totally made up for it. Oh my God. He was quartered directly away from us, and we smoked him. But talk about an epic shot. 339 yard trotting double lung heart shot on this coyote. Heck yes. Wow, that was perfect. Absolutely smoked that thing. Yeah, where's our coyote? Oh, right here. Yep, that's what I thought. And it was a male too. Perfect shot, 72 yards, dead center lung on the run, 45.49. And it seems that there's no big coyotes left on my maps. So we'll have to finish off with that. 0%. It looks like he circled back around and he's piled up right here. Okay. I'm gonna have to say spine shot. Oh, that makes sense. He was way more than 300. 188. He was a freaking giant ram. And we drop right below the heart at 380 yards. I'm talking 1 inch too low. That's what I said. We should have helped for spine. We would have got a couple inches of drop and it would have smoked him. Well, this is actually pretty cool because we can now use the 257 pump action rifle on the pronghorn and take one down with confidence. We got one out here, a real nice buck at about 200 yards. And we just smoked him. He's not going anywhere. He's already going down right there. Holy, let's go get him. Wow, that was cool. Yeah, for the longest time, we had to use either the 223 or potentially even the 243. Nothing else we could use for the pronghorn. And sometimes you would take a shot and you really didn't get that much penetration. So now that we can use this 257, it's going to be pretty amazing. All right, we got our pronghorn buck down right here. Let's take a look at him. It's going to be a 94.52 gold, big gold. We got a walking 195 yard double lung shot right in front of the heart. Absolutely just smoked that pronghorn buck. Wow, that was cool. There's no better feeling than knowing you can actually reach out there now and get some pretty incredible shots on small to mid-game animals. Well, let's just say it's not this cat's lucky day, because usually it's tough to get a shot off on these big bobcats. We got eyes on a huge male mythical bobcat out there at about 250 yards, but guess what? we got something that can reach out a lot further. Although if it goes behind that hill, that's going to be a bit of a different story. So that means we got to get higher up. Then we can be on the top of the hill. So if we can get to that hill there, we should be able to take somewhere around a 300-yard shot. And this time, let's just say I'd put more money on us than that Bobcat. All right, we got fresh tracks right here, and that's exactly where he was, right down on the bottom of this canyon. He was headed right towards these two roosters that we saw in the very beginning there. But then he must have cut right here at one point. There he goes! There he goes! Right there! We got eyes on him. Oh my god, there he goes. All right, he's 100 yards away this time. And we need a good angle for the shot. Just like that. Wow! Man, I love this rifle. Absolutely love this rifle. Except now I can't find any big coyotes anywhere. They're so hard to find. I always find big 7s, mythicals, and even sometimes 9 legendaries. But lately, ever since this rifle came out, I can't seem to find even a 7. And I suppose this makes up for it because we just got a huge mythical Mexican Bobcat, which is piled up right here. Let's pick it up. A 26.59 gold, big mythical, 33 pound. And we pulled off an incredible running double lung shot at 122 yards. Look at that angle. He was quartered almost directly away from us, and we hit dead center lung, slightly back, but the exit came out right through the front of the opposite lung, right above the heart. Wow, that was cool. Another amazing shot with the 257. But we just found a male coyote. Now, we actually got a call from a gobbler turkey down over in here. I went to spot it, couldn't find the turkey, but we found a real nice male coyote out here at 200 yards away. He's right there in that brush. I'm kind of curious though where this turkey is, because it said he was like 150 yards away from us, which would mean that he should be in this brush here somewhere. Now this coyote is kind of circling around in a very odd way. So I think what we'll do is set up the collar here. Then we'll see if we can't get this thing to come into range. Then we can go prone right here. And, all right, there goes the coyote right there. 200 yards out, let's get ready for a shot. Absolutely smoked him. And he's got a chance at being gold. He's a big 6. 47 to 50, I believe. So he's almost gonna be a small 7 potentially, and it's gonna be a gold. Yes, it is. 49.09. He weighed 49 pounds, and our shot was a 211 yard liver double lung shot, quartered away at a perfect angle. Just absolutely precise shot placement. That's what I love about this rifle. The shot hits exactly where you're aiming for, and if you're holding a lead, you're gonna hit right exactly where that spot's gonna be. But still not a giant. Definitely a good one, but still not even close to a giant. Ooh, there's a big gobbler. We got one out here at about 200 yards out on the bottom of the ridge right there. I just saw him, and looks like he's getting behind that cacti there. Ooh, but that is gonna be a shot potential right there. Back of the head. Got him. Oh my god, perfect shot right to the back of the head with a 22 Magnum lever action rifle. Wow, that was cool. Did not expect for that to happen. I mean, that shot has to be so precise that you can't even flinch or you're gonna completely miss. But as you can see, that was definitely not the case, because he's laying right here. Look at this. Ooh, what a sweet looking gobbler. He was pretty big too. He was a max weight gobbler as well. Almost a diamond, 4.56 gold. He was a 22 pound buff, and we got a perfect neck shot at 192 yards. Absolutely incredible shot, and a massive gobbler is down. That's the biggest ram I've ever seen. Look at the size of the horns on that thing. He's out there at 200 yards out from us, and we need to wait for a perfect angle to get the shot. All right, I'm hoping he slows down. And when he does, We better be ready. It kind of seemed like he was slowing down there. Ooh, hold up. He's somewhat broadside there. If he would just make up his mind and keep going straight. So that guy slowed down. All he's got to do is slow down and we'll have a shot. Oh my god, that's a giant buck. That's a giant buck. That one's even bigger. Oh my god, there's a giant, absolute monster of a buck. Alright, we gotta find that big ram. Oh my god, there he is. There he is right there, 120 yards out. You gotta be kidding me. Oh, don't start trotting. Don't start trotting. These deer are all gonna take off as soon as we shoot this one. Where the heck did he go? Right there. Smoked him. Absolutely just smoked him. And there goes a giant monster whitetail buck. I think we got him. He's hit. He's hit pretty hard. Accidentally shot the wrong deer there. Reload, reload, reload. All right, so our ram was trotting through right about here. There's some good blood. We smoked him and he ended up 20 yards away, piled up right here. This thing was an absolute monster of a ram. 185.30. We got a walking double lung shot at 145 yards out from the top of that mountain and absolutely smoked him. Plus it came out through the opposite shoulder in the front leg. Wow. Amazing penetration. It was a big black Rocky Mountain bighorn sheep and he scored 185. Look at the mass on that ram. My goodness. That's an incredible ram. And it still amazes me the fact that we can take down something like this with the same rifle that we can hunt coyotes with. I didn't think it would ever be possible. I didn't think it would ever happen. Well, we may not have gotten the big buck that we wanted, but there's another one out here at 320 yards. Right there. In fact, if we go for him, I'm pretty sure we should be able to find our other buck piled up. Exactly. Right there. I had a feeling he'd be over here. So this time we can make up for it by taking a pretty incredible shot on this one. Right out there. At 320 yards. Alright, here we go. And that was a smoked buck. Let's keep an eye on him, actually. Down to 0%. He's going to pile up right in that brush right there. He's going down. So it kind of looks like the rest of these whitetail are looping back towards us. But I do believe we already got the two biggest ones. The first one, that being right there, I'm pretty sure. I don't really know if that's him or not because we did accidentally shoot a one trivial that was running and it ran right into our shot. But of course, oh, bighorn taken off. Tiny, tiny bighorn. But the huge 200 plus was for surely hit. I think he actually might have ran up through here. Nope, that's not even him. That's the one trivial. But then this should be the 200 plus. Yes, it is the 200 plus. All right, so we got tracks here. We got blood right there, as a matter of fact. And he went a long ways. I actually just went right past this and didn't see him piled up there, but so that means the other buck that we see there is definitely the one trivial. But we still got blood. He's still going. And it looks like he looped right around here, which then would have put him somewhere in this brush around. Oh boy, he is still going. Still going. Got blood there, and there's our buck. Finally, we got him down right here in this thicket. He's actually only about 100 yards off from where we just took down that last big buck. Let's pick him up and find out how we did. Oh, just let him a little too much. You know what's cool about this is this bullet shoots so fast that you actually don't have to lead them as much as you typically would. But honestly, in real life, if you hit a buck right there, whew, That buck is not going far. We almost made a perfect neck shot. And he's going to be a giant 230.76. Holy, what a sweet looking rack on that thing. All right, now we got our giant buck that piled up right over here. We took the shot right out in this opening and watched him run over to... Huh, cool little jackrabbit. We watched him run over here, and I think he piled up somewhere in this thicket. Right over there. If I remember right. Still... Oh, there he is. Literally came out right next to him. It's going to be a 320-yard shot, but a 225.9 gold. And our shot was pretty broadside, slightly quartered away. Drilled him right in the front shoulder and lung there. Only did get a single lung, but that was a 320-yard shot. I do believe if he was broadside perfectly, we probably potentially could have gotten a double lung. Nonetheless, still an amazing shot and an awesome whitetail buck. Holy, we got eyes on a giant muley down here. Now it's a long ways out, but the only problem is that there's another buck in front of him and the vitals. I would try for that shot if that buck wasn't there. So I think at this point, the only thing we can really do is just take a shot down there and hopefully it potentially gets his attention, you know? Yep, it worked. I figured it would work. Now we gotta see where they're gonna go. And I'm actually a little surprised at the fact that they did not take off from that. Oh, no way. So that means he may trot back out in the open here, giving us, oh my God, there he is. Oh my God, there's our buck, 270 yards away. We are not going to take a shot until we get an absolutely perfect angle for one. Yep, now he's about 230, 240. And what a buck indeed. Oh my God. He's trotting through right there. Once he comes out of that brush, it's going to be game on. And that should be, it is, a smoked buck. Whew. Must have only gotten a single lung though. Holy. We took one more just in case. And he piled up right there. Heck yes, that was a giant buck. And a pretty phenomenal shot. All right, we'll mark him there. Now, I did get a call from a coyote down here. Actually, it was a male coyote as well, which I wouldn't mind at least getting eyes on either the track and or potentially spotting him. Found him. One coyote right there. One female. So the male should be somewhere with her. I'm not seeing him. But that doesn't mean we're going to pass up this opportunity, I'll tell you that. Just smoked him. Whew. Perfect lead. Trotted right into that bullet and just flipped right over. Never did actually see the male though. It wasn't a max weight coyote, but right there. Right there it is. Oh my God, this thing's amazing. It just doesn't get old. It really doesn't. Whew. All right, so the good thing about this is I'm pretty sure we marked exactly where he went down, right over here. Yep, there he is piled up. You can't miss that rack. You can see it from a mile away. Look at the size of that buck. All right, let's go over here, pick him up, and then, well, let's just say I got a little plan figured out to get us a bigger coyote. All right, here's our buck. It's gonna be a 256.79 gold, and he weighed 390 pounds. Our shot was a 217 yard, trotting towards a shot right to the right lung. So our shot was perfect. We actually didn't quite lead him enough, but also because he was quartering at us while he was trotting, the angle that we had really wasn't good for a potential double lung. In fact, it would have been maybe lung intestine or lung liver. It wasn't going to be double lung from that angle, but nonetheless, an absolutely incredible muley buck. Well, it appears that in order to find the coyotes, you gotta hunt them when the coyotes come out. And that's what we had to do. We are now hunting here at night, but I still can't find any big males. However, there are a ton. Oh, there's a male. There's another male. There's another one. There are a ton of coyotes here. My God. There's gotta be 11 of them. Looks like mostly. Oh my God, there's a big male. Yep, there we go. Big male. Wow, is that thing huge. So he must be that one. All right, let's see now. Yep, that's the one. I thought it was him. Okay, perfect. Now that we know which one he is, we can line up for a shot. It's gonna be quite a ways out there. But maybe we could take one from right here. Oh, he's on the move. It's gonna be about a 250-yard shot, give or take. Now let's find him. There, he's right there, broadside. 250 yards away. That one right there. Actually, he's roughly 215, a little bit closer. Let's reload this thing so we got some more shells. All right. Let's make this happen. Okay, so that's him right there all by himself. And here we go with a 257. Unbelievable. Man, that's awesome. Right here, it's gonna be a 52.16 gold. We got a double lung shot at 212 yards, held it right on the front shoulder, and it went through no problem at all. It's a big gold, 52.16 male coyote. And that was a 257 with the Palmer tips. And that's the pump action rifle. My new all-time favorite coyote hunting rifle in the game. And that's also going to be a great way to end this video, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.